set to go. Ty Tessmann going to be leading us out in this one. Ryan Mayfield in second. Ryan Lutz in third. And a long wait to the tone there. You saw Gord Tessmann actually grab the rear wing there of Ty's Cardiff, almost picking back up. Still did not affect his start. He's out to a clean start here in this one. Mayfield in second, Ryan Lutz in third. Good clean start for the front runners. Taking a look at our AKA track cam. As they make their way around for lap number 1 here. A freight train of cars coming down the front stretch now. Tessmann, Mayfield, Lutz, Tebo, Jones, Kosciuszek, Brunson, Kosciuszek, Joe Bornhorst, Fuller, Drake, Heckert, Kothman, Page, and Rinderknecht.
Still not logging a lap from Rinderknecht. There he is.
Ooh, 46.6 on lap number 1. That's a rough first lap.
Yeah, not a good way to start it off. So 30-second laps from our top 4. Tyler Jones with a 31 flat in 5th.
All right.
Adam Drake with another rough start. 36-second first lap, 35-second second lap.
Ty Tessmann out front leading this one. Ryan Mayfield in number 2 spot. I could have sworn I just saw Adam Drake setting down Ryan Mayfield's car, but I guess that's not the case.
I don't think so.
Must have been Mike Truey, maybe. I'm not sure who that was.
It was probably Truey.
Tessmann, Mayfield, Lutz, Tebo, Jones, Brunson, Kosciuszek, Bornhorst, Fuller, Horne, Heckert, Page, Kothman, Drake, and Rinderknecht. Your running order. Right now we're watching our front runners here in this one. Ty Tessmann, the X-Ray driver out of Canada, leading the way. Ryan Mayfield, the Mugen driver from Arizona, in second. Ryan Lutz, the Agama driver, in third. Followed up by Jared Tebo in fourth. Tyler Jones in fifth. Jackson Brunson in that final transfer spot into the final right now. The Team Associate J Concepts driver in the green and pink. First and second, working their way onto the backside of the track, coming back through now.
So a little bit of trouble with that long sweeper for both of our top 2 this lap. They both bled out pretty wide, but I'm sure they'll get it figured out.
Here they come back around to the triple, dropping down the left-hand side. 2:30 down, 27:30 to go. A lot of racing left here in this one. Coming up after this race, we will have our Juniors National Championship final. And then we will head into our 8-scale buggy final to crown our 8-scale national champion and to finish out the weekend here at Thornhill.
I've announced one of those junior finals, but I was too old by the time they started doing that to actually take part.
Really?
I think I announced the first or second one, which was, it was probably the second one. It was here in 2016.
Is there a rule? What if you're a junior and you're in the final?
You just kind of forfeit.
Yeah.
That's what happened last year because CJ made the main, and he would have been in the junior final, and yeah, you just let it go.
Here they come up and over the triple here, first and second. And although it's only 4:45 right now, I'm seeing some sun and some shadows on that top left side of the track. So maybe a few more shadows coming out as we get closer to the buggy final.
Yeah, I really don't know the time that it actually gets out there on the track, but you could be right.
Definitely yesterday evening, we saw a lot of shadows.
Oh, for sure. These guys are going to get an hour to work on their stuff after this. The cars from the first semi stay in impound until this one's over and everybody's past tech, and then the guys that make the final get 1 hour. So right now it's Tessmann, Mayfield, Lutz, Tebo, Jones, and Kosciuszek. Those are the 6 that are safely into the main. Bornhorst running 7th, Fuller in 8th. Horne 9th, Heckert 10, Page 11th, Brunson 12th, Drake, Kothman, Rinderknecht round out the top 15. So a lot like in the last race that we watched, 2 guys breaking away, setting the pace. But unlike the last one, which had 2 drivers on JC tires, followed by another driver on JC tires. This one has Proline out front, followed by JC and AKA.
Ty Tessmann right now trying to stretch it out a bit there on Mayfield. Mayfield really closed the gap up on him last couple laps. Now Tessmann trying to stretch it out a bit here with a 29.7 that time by. Ryan Mayfield a 30.2. Ryan Lutz in third, Jared Tebo fourth, Tyler Jones fifth, Alex Kosciuszek in the number 6 spot, the final transfer.
Mason Fuller has gotten by Joe Bornhorst. We've got a stop and go for Jackson Brunson all the way down in the 11th place spot. So we are calling those, but it looks like only from 11th place down.
That's all we've seen so far this weekend is from 11th down.
Okay.
It seems like
if it's a scare tactic, it's not working.
No, because if you're not going to uphold the rule for anybody on the track, if it's selective,
right?
You know.
I think we need to find the rule book that actually has all the bylaws that isn't in the rule book online that is supposed to have all the bylaws.
I don't know that it'd be followed anyway.
Mama Ogden cheering on Joe Bornhorst.
Well, Bornhorst right now in the 8th spot, 2 away from the transfer into the final. Tessmann and Mayfield working their way around here, 1 and 2. Lutz in third still. Ryan Lutz 4.8 seconds back from these guys. Jared Tebo in 4th. Kosciuszek in 5th. Jones in 6th. Good run for Mason Fuller right now, sitting in the number 7 spot.
I'm going to pull up the pace so that we know how fast he's going to have to go to actually make the main. So Cole Tollard finishing with a 57.30.15 and Tanner Denney finishing with a 57.30.19. But remember, these guys haven't had a pit stop yet. So that does affect how everything works. But Mason Fuller has gotten past Tyler Jones. So Mason Fuller is in a concrete spot to the main. Tyler Jones running 7th, Spencer Heckert to 8th, Drake 9th, Horne 10th, and Joe Bornhorst down to 11th. He is coming into pit lane. Or came into pit lane. So Joe Bornhorst in 12th. I don't think he came into pit lane. I don't know what's happened.
I think they run so close to pit lane that our pit lane loop is picking them up.
I wonder if he went through it on accident. I don't know.
7:45 down here. Ty Tessmann out front. Ryan Mayfield in 2nd. Lutz in 3rd. Tebo, Kosciuszek, Fuller, Jones, Heckert, Drake, Horne, Kothman, Bornhorst, Rinderknecht, Brunson, and Page.
So Tessmann still out front. Mayfield in 2nd. Lutz 3rd. Actually, this should be Mayfield coming around. No, Tessmann still out front in Mayfield.
Looks like Alex Kosciuszek now closing up about 0.5 of a second back from Jared Tebo, possibly after the pit stops. Adam Drake working his way up to 7th now after a rough start here in this one. Alex Kosciuszek there with a 35.8. May have been, I don't think that was his pit lap.
It was.
It was. Dropped him down to 7th. So Tessmann, Mayfield, Lutz, Tebo, Jones, and Drake now your top 6. Mayfield the only one out of the top 6 right now that has not pitted yet.
So Alex K, Mayfield's pitted, I checked. It's just, for some reason, it's not showing up. He has a 36.1, exactly when he should have pitted. I totally forgot what I was going to say now. So with the pit stops, Tyler Jones has now moved back up to 6th. Mason Fuller's in 7th. Drake's 8th. Joe Bornhorst is 9th. Joe with his fastest lap at 30.3, Alex K with his fastest lap at 30.2, and Jared Tebo with his fastest lap at 30.2. So the pace is picking up.
Oh, trouble on the backside. Not sure who that is upside down there.
Oh, wow, Mayfield around Tessmann with that mistake. Looks like Tessmann ran into a lap car. Hopefully we can see a replay of that.
The Tessmann dropping back to second now. Ryan Lutz to third. Jared Tebo in fourth.
Tessmann with more trouble with the lap traffic. So we've got an RC1 Racing instant replay of the first incident.
Oh, Tessmann just slid into that one, nowhere to go.
I believe that was Aydin Horne. I don't know who the second incident was with.
Possibly Mason Fuller.
Maybe, yeah.
It's an orange car. Mayfield, Tessmann, Lutz, Tebo, Kosciuszek, Jones, Drake, Bornhorst, Heckert, Horne, Rinderknecht, Brunson, Fuller, Page, Kothman. 11 minutes down, 19 to go.
I think that was Mason Fuller. One of them was, because Mason was all the way up in 6th or 7th, and now he's all the way down in 14th. It looks like he may have flamed out. This is going to give Mayfield a 2.5-second lead, though.
Did you? $12 minutes down, 18 to go. Looking here at Tyler Jones in that final transfer spot, sitting in 6th right now as he works his way down the front straight, the TLR driver. $12:15 down, 17:45 left to go here. Mayfield, Tessmann, Lutz, Tebo, Kosciuszek, Jones, Drake, Bornhorst, Heckert, Horne, Rinderknecht, Brunson, Page, Kothman, and Fuller.
So here's our battle between Adam Drake and Joe Bornhorst for the 7th place spot.
Battle between the Mugen and Techno. Down the front stretch they go.
These two are currently ahead of Cole Tollard's pace from the previous race. So at this point, they would make it to the main. This is like this weird in-between stage in the race where the tires are actually starting to get good before, like if you're running a bar tire, at some point it's going to go slick and then it does weird stuff. So right now you're in this weird in-between where the tires are actually good and then they go backward.
Okay.
It's kind of strange.
Mayfield, Tessmann, Lutz, still your top 3 right now. Those 3 have stayed pretty steady. They're 10.5 seconds ahead of Jared Tebo, headed down the front straight. Alex Kosciuszek sitting in the number 5 spot. Tyler Jones, the 6th spot. There you see Ryan Mayfield working his way, putting a lap on Joe Bornhorst in the 8th spot. Not quite to the halfway mark here in this one. Coming up next, it'll be our junior final.
So Mayfield still out front, new fast lap of a 29.4. Tessmann running 2nd, Lutz in 3rd, Jared 4th, Alex 5th, and Tyler Jones 6th. Those guys are locked in. Drake and Bornhorst at this point would also be in the main. Everything changes though with the pit stop. So we do have to keep that in mind.
15 down, 15 to go here. Ryan Mayfield halfway through this one. Ty Tessmann in second. Ryan Lutz in third. Tebo in fourth. Kosciuszek in the number 5 spot. Jones in 6th. Adam Drake 5.6 seconds back in 7th. Not a whole terrible lot of excitement here in this one.
No, not really. But what is really cool is the little graphic at the bottom left corner now.
Now showing Ryan Lutz's picture.
Yeah, that shows who you're watching, like what they actually look like. Because I feel like guys out there who are just tuning in on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, they don't even know what these guys look like. They're not in the cars.
Did you see the face of Billy Tylaska right there?
Was it serious?
It was. He fueled him, and he didn't even watch him exit pit lane. He was just like, putting his gun back in his holster like, yeah, I did that.
Which is, it's kind of funny because Tessmann's pit stop was a full second faster.
Was it?
Yeah, so he stomped it out with authority, but was not as fast.
I love Billy's cat.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
Yeah. Anytime you can get a cat that looks like a human. Mayfield, Tessmann, Lutz, Tebo, Kosciuszek, Jones, Drake, Bornhorst, Rinderknecht, Horne, Heckert, Brunson, Kothman, Page, and Fuller. So tough luck for Michael Page and Mason Fuller. Looks like they may be out of this one. Michael Page drove really good in the quarterfinal to bump up here into the semifinal.
See, this is what I was talking about. This is what we talked about earlier, where Mikey Page, like, if he could drive like he did in the quarterfinal, it would be great. But it rarely ever works like that because he got to drive out front by himself, and he doesn't get to do that.
As we were showing our AKA pit lane cam there, I saw Mikey Page's dad still in pit lane, and he didn't have the car, so
maybe he's just chilling.
Not sure if he quit counting, maybe? I'm not really sure.
I mean, technically, you're supposed to stay up there even if your car breaks, and you don't get to finish. You just hang out up there. Like Cavalieri in truck did that. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. So, I mean, I'm sure Michael Page is still up there, so his dad's just like, wow, I got a good place to watch the race, so might as well stay there.
Well, Mayfield out front here. 3.9 seconds ahead of Tessmann. Lutz 2.5 seconds back in third. Jared Tebo in fourth. Kosciuszek in fifth. Tyler Jones in sixth. Adam Drake. Wow, Adam Drake not far back from him now. Let's see if we can find that battle on the track as Adam Drake and Tyler Jones battle for the final transfer.
It is not a battle anymore, though, as Adam Drake goes into pit lane. So Bornhorst up to 7th, Drake down to 8th.
I was just trying to hype up some excitement in this race, and it's just not happening.
Get hype.
Can't do it.
Actually, it should be a really close race between Bornhorst and Drake when they come across the line. Maybe. No, Joe should be all by himself there. I can do math. Maybe not. What do I know? So they are separated by 3 seconds now. And Joe is 7 seconds back from Tyler Jones.
Ryan Lutz only going to be 1.9 seconds back from Ty Tessmann for second and third. We're following your race leader here, Ryan Mayfield.
You want to know something really cool?
I do. I was hoping you'd ask me that.
Rivkin did a 59.30 flat .5, right?
Okay.
Mayfield right now is on a 59.30 flat .1.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was my mind. It is blown.
Because if I remember right, last year they did something really strange where they didn't go off your finishing position at all. They just went off your pace. So it seems like it's completely dependent upon who went fastest. Like you could have finished second in your semi, but if you were slower than the 6 dudes in the other semi, then you start 8th or 9th.
As we're looking here at Ty Tessmann working his way around. The AKA track cam here up and over the Thornhill step up.
The one thing we also have to remember is none of these guys are going to start first.
Nope.
Dakota Finn, who we haven't seen since the A-main warm-up, will be starting.
He's probably living the life right.
Oh, chilling.
Spawn.
Chilling.
Yeah. Jacuzzi tub right now.
Oh, yeah. He got to take both A-main warm-ups, try a bunch of different tires, cruise around.
Probably took his private jet back to Beverly Hills for the afternoon.
To be with his lovely wife.
Where he lives, yep.
Where he lives, yeah. He actually lives in Indiana.
We're going with Beverly Hills.
Oh, okay.
And a private jet.
Oh, okay.
The jet is called the Phenom.
The Phenom? Mm-hmm. That's a good name.
I know.
Somebody wants me to read the driver interest for the Buggy man. Aaron Lee on our Facebook chat.
Yeah, we both got that same message.
Did we?
Yeah, I got it from
somebody wanted you to read it? Yeah.
9:30 left to go here. Ryan Mayfield, Ty Tessmann, Ryan Lutz, Jared Tebo, Alex Kosciuszek, Tyler Jones, Joe Bornhorst, Adam Drake, Aydin Horne, Spencer Heckert, Jackson Brunson, Tom Rinderknecht, Aaron Kothman, Michael Page, and Mason Fuller. So Page back out on the track now. Following along here with Ty Tessmann in the number 2 spot. And Lutz, Ryan Lutz is closing the gap up on him here.
This is very reminiscent of what happened in Truggy.
Which we were so focused on Mayfield and Rivkin that we didn't even know. Whoa, that was...
Wow, the Marshal just threw the car into Lutz's car.
That might have been the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I don't know, man. We've had some... I jumped off of a jump into a Marshal's back, and I didn't fly off the track. I jumped into the Marshal's back because he was standing in the center of the track facing backward. So we have an RC1 Racing instant replay of Mayfield off the track with a flame out.
Whoa!
So maybe, was that the car that was thrown?
It might have been. That might have been Ryan Mayfield's car.
That's why Cavalieri's running so fast and Broc is throwing cars into Lutz's. Oh, Lutz actually didn't hit the car.
No,
he just thought he was going to.
Yes, but he did not. So not as dumb as I thought it was. My bad.
It probably still wasn't all that intelligent, but it happens. I mean, I get the sentiment. Like, he is the leader. You want to get him back to pit lane as soon as possible. He's back out and running 4th. You can only do that after you're Ryan Mayfield.
Yes.
That just doesn't work for anybody else.
Well, he's running. Yeah, he's running 4th still. He may not be running 4th.
No, he should be. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, yeah, still
So
is.
Lutz has now gotten around Tessmann for the lead.
Wow. 7:30 left to go here in this one.
And into the pits he goes. So Tessmann still has to pit. So Tessmann here with the boss man from the UK, trying to make a good impression.
Did you say Tessmann here? Talking about Lutz?
Oh, sorry, Lutz here with the boss man from the UK. It's been a busy day, man.
It has.
I'm tired.
Me too. 23 minutes down, 7 to go. Our AKA pit lane cam here. It's pretty cool to see these guys up close and personal with their pit stops and how fast they're exiting pit lane.
Oh yeah, you can go out of pit lane really fast here. You just skip the downside of pit lane. You just jump straight off of it. .23:30 down, 6:30 left to go. Lutz out front, Tessmann in second. Tessmann just pitted. Tebo running 3rd, Mayfield running 4th.
Did you read it?
So 6 minutes left to go for Ryan Lutz. He's on a 59:30-12. Let's see how this makes everything stack up. So Joe Bornhorst has moved to the 6th place spot. Tyler Jones down to 7th. So Joe is now in the main no matter what. But Tyler Jones is only less than a second back.
Still 5:40 left to go in this one. I'm really impressed with Ryan Lutz here this weekend.
Yeah, and I'm not really sure what's happening to Tessmann. He's kind of dropped him.
Yeah, Tessmann dropping back 2 seconds now. Jared Tebo 17 seconds back from him in 3rd. Kosciuszek now up to 4th. Uh-oh. Could this mean more trouble for Ryan Mayfield?
Oh, no.
And it does. Mayfield is out of the top 6 now.
A 54-second lap.
Wow, so Ryan Mayfield.
He still has a chance to make the main. He's off the
track again now.
He's off the stand.
Wow, so Ryan Mayfield, we just crowned him our national champion in truck, and we've just received word that Ryan Mayfield is now off the driver's stand. Lutz, Tessmann, Tebo, Kosciuszek, Bornhorst, Jones, Heckert, Drake. Unbelievable turn of events here for Ryan Mayfield. That allows Joe Bornhorst and Tyler Jones up into the 5 and 6 spots here. As we're looking at Joe Bornhorst in the red and yellow Techno Buggy. Up and over the triple he goes, coming onto the left side.
Spencer Heckert has gotten around Adam Drake, so he's in the 7th place spot. Drake in the 8th. They're both on paces fast enough to get in the main.
4 minutes to go here. Jones, 9/10 of a second back from Joe Bornhorst. Bornhorst right now in the number 5 spot. Tyler Jones in the 6th spot, aka track cam as they work their way across the plywood. 3:55 left to go. Ryan Lutz looking for a semi-win here in this one. 3.3 seconds ahead of Ty Tessmann. Jared Tebo still in 3rd. Alex Kosciuszek in the number 4 spot. Joe Bornhorst in the 5. Tyler Jones in the 6. Heckert, Drake, Horne, Brunson, Mayfield, Kothman, Rinderknecht, Page, and Fuller.
So Spencer Heckert and Adam Drake looking to be the 14th and 15th place spots in the main right now. All they have to do is beat a 57:30.15. Currently they are on a 57:30.03 and a 57:30.04. And the paces are just getting faster at this point.
3 minutes left to go here.
Ryan Lutz with that lap fast enough to start 3rd overall. He would need another 7 seconds to be able to go faster than Spencer Rivkin and take the number 2 starting spot.
Well, heartbreak here for Ryan Mayfield. He takes a national championship win in the truck class and then flames out here in the semifinal with some sort of issue that took him off the track completely.
Look at Tyler Jones coming on strong, trying to get around Bornhorst.
Battle for 5th and 6th here. Both these drivers in the transfer spots. Two minutes left to go here in this one. Lutz, Tessmann, Tebo, Kosciuszek, Bornhorst, Jones, Heckert. Minute 45 left to go. Ryan Lutz still out front leading the way here. We're looking at Joe Bornhorst as he works his way down the front straight. .125 left to go here in this one. Still a good battle right here between Bornhorst and Tyler Jones for that 5th and 6th place spot. Both are in the transfer positions as they come back around here. Minute 10 to go here. One minute left to go now. Ryan Lutz out front leading the way here in this one. We'll see if we can find our race leader on the track here as he heads down the front straight onto the right-hand side. There is Ryan Lutz. The Agama driver making the switch to a new team this year, and it seems to be working out for him. He's taken some big wins so far, and now he's looking for a semi-final win here at the Roar Nationals from Thornhill. He'll be transferring his way into the overall final for his shot at a national championship title. On the left-hand side he goes. Signature pink, white, blue paint jobs. Here he comes down the front stretch. 24 seconds to go. This is going to be his final lap as he works his way around. onto the back side of the track. Back through the center section. He's got an 11-second lead on Ty Tessmann. 21-second lead on Jared Tebo. Alex Kosciuszek in the number 4. Joe Bornhorst in the 5. Tyler Jones in the 6. And now Spencer Heckert just outside the immediate transfer. Time has expired. Your semi-odd winner, Ryan Lutz, coming through pit lane. Lutz with the win. Jared Tebo will take 3rd. Ty Tessmann will take 2nd. Alex Kosciuszek working his way around here. And it is going to be, there's Tessmann for 2nd. Our top 3 locked in here. Lutz, Tessmann, Tebo. There's Kosciuszek for 4th. Joe Bornhorst for 5th. And that final transfer spot coming around right now. Oh, it's a battle of the line. Tyler Jones going to take it in the number 6 spot. We will have to see now who the 2 transfer drivers who had the faster times out of the even and odd to see who the final 2 drivers to make it into the final are going to be. So Ryan Lutz, a fantastic run there in that one. A commanding win. Let's send it down for a ProTech RC race report with Tyler Hooks and our winner.
All right, Tyler Hooks here at the Aurora Nationals at Thornhill Racing Circuit 2019 with our top 3 finishers from the odd semi. 3rd place finisher, Jared Tebo. How was your run?
Not